Okay, we're back. Tom Taylor again. And we've learned some different chord forms now on how to do a minor 7 to the 7 chord that follows it. And now you're saying, well, okay, what next? Songs do more than that. Well, yes, they do. As a matter of fact, if you were playing that, A minor, 7, D7, where would you normally expect it to go? Well, to G, of course. Okay, but once again, we've got the big open chord G, and we're looking to streamline our chordal approach a little bit here. Okay, so to get away from this or this, I'd like to reiterate something too. And that is, there are no good chords and bad chords. This chord, you know, if I'm playing some old thing like Country Roads, I'm not going to want to go almost heaven, West Virginia, you know, I'm going to want this. Almost heaven. You know, there's lots of songs where you want that kind of sound. However, there's other kinds of music where it doesn't really fit so well. So, we've got the A minor 7. Do that with me. And the D7. And now we're going to go to a G. This one. Once again, we've got repeated notes like crazy. G, 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 G. There's a lot of G's. Okay, so this guy's expendable. All right, we've got a couple of fifths. The D. Well, we don't really need this guy. So why don't we just do this? G, G. Roots doubled there. That's okay. Then the third. And then the fifth. Now that may feel kind of horrible at first. Matter of fact, I'm almost sure it will. Especially getting your little finger to do this job here. But with a little training, he'll do as he's told. And so you now get, once again, a chord that you have complete control over. There's no open strings. This first finger is dampening. And nothing coming out of there. And similarly, nothing coming there. Those strings are both dead. So you've got a 4-note chord. Okay? So let's just try doing this now. We're going to do the A minor 7. We're going to do the D7. And we're going to do the G. Slowly. 1, 2, 3. D7 to G. A minor 7. Okay, all sorts of variations on that you can do, from like C minor. Okay, let me give one for you to do now. And I'm gonna ask for a really key that you are, I'm sure, maybe have never played in. We're going to play in the key of G flat here, and we're going to do an A flat minor 7 to a D flat 7 to a G flat major chord. Take a moment now and just figure out where. Remember that the A flat minor 7 is going to take its name from wherever A flat is on that 6th string, and if you just count up, you should be able to find it. And of course, the D flat 7 goes right beside it, so no need to move there. And the G flat will be 2 frets below it. Okay? Correct your own homework. I used to love doing that in school. Anyway, here's where you should be, at the 4th fret. Look at, there's G, there's A, that must be A flat. So we've got A flat minor 7 to D flat 7 to G flat major. Okay, let's try that together. Just 4 to the bar, nothing fancy, okay? Okay. So, I want to look now, and this will be the main part of this lesson, is how can you put a little bit of motion into that major chord? I hesitate to use the words make it fancy, because it's not a matter of fanciness, it's a matter of harmony and how you like to hear chords. The fact of the matter is that there are extra notes that you can put in chords, and it's what the more modern players or jazz players or whatever use to put a little bit more harmonic, what I like to call harmonic density, into their chords. So listen to this. What about if I took this root and lowered it by 1 step? And left it there? You end up with, this is the 7th degree, it's an F sharp, it's the 7th degree of the scale. So you now end up with that famous major 7 chord. It's a G major 7. G, major 7, major, triad as we call it, major 7. So now if we do our 2-5-1 in G, A minor, D7, G, listen to the little extra that you can put by going to the major 7. Getting into some more interesting sounds, some softer sounds, a little bit more expressive in some ways, okay? And that is taking the root down to the major 7, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, it's the 7th degree, do, okay? If you take it, the major 7th down to do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, la, you end up going from the major 7 to the 6th. Okay? Just another variation in sound that you could put in or not as you wish, okay? Call it a color in your paint box, okay? So, let's just try doing this. Starting on a G triad, like this. Just a straight G chord. Ready? And now we're going to go to the major 7. And now to the 6th. Back to the major 7. And to the triad. Okay? Now you'll notice when you get at the major 7 and you have to go to the 6th, you got to do some changing around. Try that with me. Major 7 to the 6th. Second finger's got to come over into here, eh? And this guy's got to go back. You just practice that a bit, that'll come. Okay? So, with me now, let's try the whole thing. Starting on an A minor 7 chord. To D7, G, major 7, 6, okay, kind of cool. Okay, let's try a couple of exercises. I'm looking over at my book here. That's all. I wrote, I taught this course at the college level and did write a book. So I'm referring to it a little bit here. What have we got? We can do this. Oh, I know what I stole this. There was a pop song that went like this. Here we are. Do, 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 do. Sorry. A nice song, can't remember the name of it. But let's try this. So we're at B minor 7, E flat 7, A flat, G minor, C7, F. And here's the rhythm we're putting in it. Little bit more involved rhythm, eh? Cheated. Fun. Okay, and a real nice sound. More modern sound and that sort of thing. Let's try this. Let's try the B flat to the E flat to the A flat, and then the major 7. With me? Ready? 2, 3, 4. E flat 7, A flat, major 7, B flat minor, E flat 7, A flat major 7. Okay? Going up to C minor. And then we're going to go to B flat major 7 to the 6th. So it's going to sound like. Ready? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Cool, eh? So, hopefully opening up, now you may not be able to find a whole bunch of uses for what we're learning here right off the bat, okay? It'll take some changes in the way you play a little bit, maybe take some changes in the kind of material that you're learning and performing, okay? But eventually what it's going to do is start getting you around on the instrument and actually using it all. Because there's so much you can do. I always like to use the example, there was a great little tune called Fall at Your Feet. And the chorus as it goes along at the end is a D, an A, a B minor, and a G. Okay? Like that. That kind of a rhythm, eh? Sorry. Okay, the way you would play it with open chords. And when I do the song, here's what I do. You don't need to know these because this is a little further down the road, but just to illustrate the different sound that you can get with very, very economical, sparse chords, but still chords that tell the whole tale harmonically anyway. So going from this, we've now got this. Hear how much more percussive and lean the guitar sound is there. Okay? Quite different. We'll get to some of those chord forms a little later on, but I hope you're enjoying this, and I hope you'll stick with it. I think you'll find your guitar playing changing for the better as we go along. So thanks everybody. Installments 3 and 4 will be coming along.